Greetings, warriors and scholars alike. Today, we delve into the pages of history to explore one of the most iconic duels ever witnessed, the legendary clash between Sasaki Kojirō and Miyamoto Mushashi. This was no ordinary duel. It was a clash of philosophies, a test of wills, and a defining moment in the annals of samurai lore. To truly appreciate the magnitude of this duel, we must first journey back to the 17th century, to an era known as the Edo period in Japan. This was a time of relative peace, where political stability reigned and the samurai class held considerable influence. However, beneath the calm surface, the waters of rivalry and ambition ran deep within the samurai class. It was a world where honor was everything, and the way of the sword was not just a means of combat, but a pathway to spiritual enlightenment. On this stage of honor and rivalry, our protagonists made their mark. Sasaki Kojirō, a formidable swordsman known for his calm demeanor and calculated strikes. He was a master of the nodachi, a long and curved Japanese sword, his skill with it earning him the moniker, the demon of the western provinces. On the other hand, we have Miyamoto Mushashi, a wandering swordsman who broke away from conventional norms. His unorthodox style of using two swords simultaneously, a technique known as Naiten Ichi-Ryu, was as controversial as it was effective. Mushashi was not just a swordsman but a philosopher, his writings leaving a lasting impact on martial arts and strategy. These two titans of the sword, each with their unique approach and philosophy, rose to prominence in this era of intense rivalry. Their paths, inevitably intertwined by fate, led them to the ultimate test of their skills and beliefs. This was not just a duel. It was a meeting of minds, a clash of philosophies, and a turning point in the history of martial arts. It was during this time that our protagonists, Sasaki Kojirō and Miyamoto Mushashi, rose to prominence. Their legacy is not just their skill with the sword, but the philosophies they represented and the impact they had on the samurai culture and martial arts that continues to resonate even today. First, let's meet the combatants. Our tale begins with two of history's most formidable swordsmen, each a master in his own right. In one corner we have Sasaki Kojirō, a figure of immense skill and precision. His weapon of choice was the nodachi, a long and curved Japanese sword that required both strength and finesse to wield. Kojiro's technique was renowned, his calm demeanor and calculated strikes earning him the moniker, the demon of the western provinces. His name alone was enough to send a chill down the spine of any would-be challenger. But every story needs its counterpoint, and in our tale, that role is fulfilled by the enigmatic Miyamoto Mushashi. A wandering swordsman, Mushashi was a strategist at heart, known for his unconventional approach to combat. His signature style involved the use of two swords simultaneously, a technique that became synonymous with the Naiten Ichi-Ryu school of swordsmanship he later founded. This dual-wielding style was as effective as it was unorthodox, catching many an opponent off guard. However, Miyamoto Mushashi was not just a man of the sword, but also a man of the pen. His philosophical writings, most notably the Book of Five Rings, have left an indelible mark on the world, transcending the realm of martial arts to influence various fields, including business and strategy. These two titans, Sasaki Kojirō, the demon of the western provinces with his deadly nodachi, and Miyamoto Mushashi, the wandering philosopher with his dual sword technique, were destined to cross paths. Their encounter would become one of the most iconic duels in history, a testament to their skills, their philosophies, and their indomitable spirits. Mushashi was not only a swordsman but a philosopher, leaving behind timeless wisdom in his writings. As we delve deeper into their tale, we'll explore their journey to that fateful encounter, the paths they took, and the destiny they carved with their blades. As fate would have it, the paths of Kojirō and Mushashi converged, leading them to one of the most anticipated duels in history. It was an era of intense rivalry, where the strongest swordsmen sought to test their mettle against each other. And in this crucible of competition, Kojirō and Mushashi emerged as two of the most formidable warriors. Sasaki Kojirō, the demon of the western provinces, was a force to be reckoned with. His skill with the nodachi was unparalleled, and his reputation as an undefeated swordsman was widely known. Yet, despite his victories, Kojirō yearned for a challenge. He sought an adversary who could match his skill, push him to his limits, and perhaps even defeat him. He saw this potential in the wandering swordsman, Miyamoto Musashi. Musashi, on the other hand, was a man driven by the desire to perfect his craft. His journey took him across the breadth of Japan, seeking to test his dual sword technique against the best the country had to offer. Musashi was not merely a swordsman, he was a philosopher, continually refining his understanding of strategy and the art of war. When he heard of Kojiro's prowess, he knew he had found a worthy opponent. The stage was set for a duel that would go down in history. The two warriors, driven by their own unique motivations, agreed to meet on the island of Ganryu. Kojirō saw this as an opportunity to test his mettle against a worthy adversary. Musashi viewed it as a chance to prove the efficacy of his dual sword technique. As the day of the duel drew near, both warriors prepared in their own way. Kojirō trained relentlessly, honing his skills and preparing his mind for the challenge ahead. Musashi, on the other hand, meditated on the nature of conflict and sought to understand his opponent's strategy. Their destinies collided on the shores of Ganryu Island, a place that would bear witness to a battle that would echo through the ages. The day arrived and the atmosphere on Ganryu Island was charged with tension. A duel of epic proportions was on the horizon, a clash between two giants of the samurai world. The stage was set, the spectators waited with bated breath, and the warriors were ready to engage in a battle that would etch their names in the annals of history. Sasaki Kojirō, the demon of the western provinces, stood tall and confident. His weapon of choice, a nodachi, gleamed ominously in the morning sun. This was a sword that demanded respect, a weapon that complemented Kojiro's precise and calculated style of fighting. It was a testament to his traditional approach to swordsmanship, a reflection of his unwavering belief in the established norms of the samurai class. But as the minutes ticked by, his opponent was nowhere in sight. Miyamoto Musashi, the wandering swordsman, was conspicuously absent. The crowd began to murmur, the whispers growing louder with each passing moment. Was he afraid? Had he decided to forfeit the duel? The speculation was rife, but the truth was far from it. Musashi finally made his appearance, but his arrival was anything but conventional. Disheveled and unperturbed, he sauntered in late, a blatant disregard for the customary punctuality expected of a samurai. But what caught everyone's attention was his choice of weapon. Instead of a traditional katana, he wielded a bokken, a simple wooden sword. It was a stark contrast to Kojiro's gleaming nodachi, a clear divergence from the norm. This stark contrast in weaponry spoke volumes about the philosophies of the two warriors. Kojirō, the epitome of traditionalism, adhered to the old ways, believing in the power and respect commanded by the nodachi. On the other hand, Musashi, the iconoclast, defied the conventions. He believed in using whatever means necessary to secure victory, even if it meant using a wooden sword. And so, as the sun rose higher in the sky, the duel was set to begin. Two warriors, two contrasting philosophies, and two destinies intertwined by the threads of history. The duel on Ganryu Island was about to unfold. As the duel commenced, Kojirō unleashed swift and powerful strikes with his nodachi, aiming to end the battle swiftly. His blade, a shimmering arc of deadly intent, cut through the air, each strike a testament to his years of training and discipline. Across from him, Musashi, the iconoclast, brandished not a traditional blade but a simple wooden bokken. His approach was as unconventional as his weapon. He wielded not one but two swords, a testament to his distinctive Niten Ichi-ryu technique. Where Kojiro's style was a symphony of precision and power, Musashi's was a dance of fluidity and adaptability. He parried Kojiro's onslaught with an uncanny grace, his bokken and wakizashi moving in a seamless ballet of defense and counterattack. Each spark from their clashing blades lit up the gathering dusk, adding a dramatic flair to their deadly dance. The clash of steel echoed across the island, each strike resonating with the weight of their respective philosophies. In the midst of the intense battle, Musashi's bokken found its mark. This was the turning point of the legendary duel, the moment that tipped the scales in favor of the wandering swordsman. Musashi, ever the strategist, had been biding his time, studying Kojiro's moves and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. His bokken, a humble wooden sword, became an extension of his will, a testament to his belief that victory isn't determined by the weapon, but by the warrior wielding it. Musashi's critical blow wasn't just a physical attack, it was a powerful statement, a challenge to the status quo of the samurai tradition. It demonstrated his unorthodox approach, proving that innovation could triumph over tradition. Kojirō, caught off guard by this unexpected move, found himself at the mercy of Musashi's adaptability. With a swift and unexpected move, he struck. In the aftermath of the swift and unexpected move, Musashi stood victorious, his bakken still poised in the air, a silent testimony to his victory. The duel was over, ending in a single decisive blow that echoed through the silent valley, a profound silence following the intense battle. Kojirō, the once formidable opponent, lay defeated, his famed sword now just a cold piece of steel devoid of its former glory. Musashi's victory was not just a personal triumph, but a revolutionary statement in the world of martial arts. His unorthodox methods, his belief in strategy over strength, and his use of a simple wooden sword over the revered katana challenged the status quo and reshaped the martial arts landscape. In contrast, Sasaki Kojirō, the traditionalist, despite his defeat, left behind a legacy that was equally influential. His devotion to the art, his mastery over the long sword, and his creation of the swallow cut technique are still revered and studied by martial arts enthusiasts around the world. The duel between these two legendary swordsmen was more than just a fight. It was a clash of philosophies, a testament to the spirit of the samurai and the enduring legacy of their martial arts. It was a duel that has transcended time, its lessons still resonating in the halls of martial arts schools, inspiring generations of warriors to come. Their story serves as a reminder that victory is not just about physical strength, but also about strategy, innovation, and the indomitable spirit of the warrior. And so the tale of the legendary duel between Sasaki Kojirō and Miyamoto Mushashi comes to an end. Yet the echoes of their swords clashing, their philosophies colliding, and their spirits intertwining still resound in the hearts of those who delve into the epic lore of samurai culture. This story, this duel, is a testament to the spirit of the samurai, the perseverance, the strategy, the honor. Mushashi, with his unconventional methods, demonstrated that innovation and adaptability are as crucial as skill in the art of combat. Kojirō, in his defeat, left an enduring legacy, his swallow cut technique and devotion to the art still studied and revered. Their tale serves as a mirror, reflecting the values of a time long past, yet still resonating in the present. It's a reminder that victory is not just about physical strength, but also about strategy, innovation, and the indomitable spirit of the warrior. We invite you to continue exploring these tales from history, to delve deeper into the world of the samurai, and to discover the philosophies and strategies that shaped their lives and their art. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the past. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep the spirit of the samurai alive.